Hello everybody and a warm welcome to Berringer, and it's the second time in 2 days that you get to see my face, and so that's either a good thing or a bad thing. But I just wanted to say personally, from my last video from yesterday, I've had a great response in terms of comments from all of you guys, and I personally wanted to say thank you to all of you for all the comments that you've made on my last video and saying how much you've enjoyed watching my videos, as it means a great deal to me, as I'm sure it does to all of you, because I've enjoyed watching all of your videos and all of your updates and the progress and developments on your layouts as well. And quite frankly, there's been some inspiration in this layout that's come from all of your layouts, and there's bits and pieces where I've seen that some of you guys doing bits and pieces. I think, oh, that's a really great idea, I'll try and incorporate that into my layout. And I just wanted to say thank you for all your kind words and your comments, and also because of my health as well, and I'm much better, thank you. And thank you for all those who did ask. And I'm going to give you a layout update. Woohoo! So it's been a while, and Graham was wondering what was lurking underneath my my town scene, so we're going to get on with that, and I'm going to show you exactly what's been going on. So let's go underground. So here we have my underground platform 4 and 5 underway, and if I just take you from the beginning end, you can see this is where the wall is, and that would lead underneath to where the station area is, and then that goes underneath the town scene and whizzes around and around and around and around and around, and when you get to here, it will go out towards the ceiling end. So I thought I'd show you, before I get too carried away with this, I thought I'd show you it in various stages to sort of give you a brief idea of what it's like in various layers and various sizes and various shapes and whatnot. So it's all made purely out of card, and I've gone to my local Hobbycraft store, and the two I use is one in Woking and there's one in Basingstoke. And basically I just got myself some card, which is like free, I think it's A1, basically heavy duty, big massive stuff. Unfortunately it's still not big enough in terms of to create the length, so I've had to sort of cut the two pieces, and there's a join here. So that's why I wanted to kind of show you it in various stages. Now the first stage, and I'll show you the first stage in so just here's the first stage of it all, and just to give you a brief outline of how I sort of roughly go about it, is you have this template, and this is all just roughly A4 sheets of paper stuck together, and you create yourself a template out of paper till you get the shape you want. And then once you've done that, you then take this off like so, yeah, and then you basically transfer that information onto a piece of card like this, and then you have a basic outline, and that's your first sort of stage. And I did one for that side, it's exactly the same process. I then basically out of these long strips of card I've created this, which forms the sides of the platforms like so, and basically you start creating a platform. Now the reason why I use card is because this is a curved platform, it's so much easier to work in card, and it's so easy to sort of use. So basically we've cut these long strips to create the platform, and obviously before we sort of glue them down, you obviously take a test coach of some description, and in this case it was just an old green Mark 1 that I used for the seam section, and basically you run it along to test it to make sure it's not fouling the platform. And then basically what I've been doing is any offcuts I've then had, I've just basically been using all the little offcuts to create the height and to create the plinths and stability for the top layer. So basically the top layer will then go on top of this, and it will just sit on top of this, and then it can be glued into place into these various sections. So that's what I've done on this side, and there's more to show you, so if you stay with me I'll explain to you some more. As you can now see, I've put a platform top on this all the way down to here, so you now look at it like that and you can see that there's a platform, and there's also a lip here, and then there's also a kind of hidden area here. Now it's just because of there's another doorway as you go further down. Now, as you can see, directly behind it there's a strut, there's a support around the back, and basically I don't really want to see that and give the illusion that when you go through this walkway, as with the other one on the other side, is that it goes off somewhere and it leads off somewhere. So we've now completed that end all the way down to the end there. This end is going to be continued with this lip here all the way along to the other end. Basically that's like an L shape, because if you look on the top there's actually a recessed gap. Now what I'm hoping is that these tiny little LEDs will just fit in here and will fire the light up and to create the light. That's what the plan is, and if you can see around the back you can kind of see how it gives this illusion that you go through this doorway and it kind of leads off somewhere and you don't see the actual strut from behind the support there. And again, this is just another piece of card which has been cut around to fit around the layout, and I've obviously got to do the same on the other side. Now I'll take this out and then I'll show it to you in a bit more closer detail. On my bench, and this is how I've been working it. So this has now become the retaining wall that goes along the back, and if I show you, I've just used a piece of card and you see how it's made from the back here, and that essentially is, well for me, it's a 4.5 centimetre from top to bottom, plus another centimetre for the bit at the back, and that's for that to bend it round to create the supports here. Now obviously on the straight sections you don't have to cut these slits in, but when you're making the card and you're trying to bend it round corners, you have to cut the slits in order to give it the curvature that you need. And also as you can see, also there's the recess here that you can see, so hopefully there's like a little LED which will pop through, shine the light, and it will come and spread out. That's the plan. Whether it works or not I'm not entirely certain. Also scrap bits of card, which I keep all of my scrap bits, it doesn't matter how small, because if you just score one side of the card you can bend it round to basically create this reinforcement, and that reinforces it and makes it stronger there. So all these little offcuts and little scrap pieces, you know, you just keep all of those bits, because you never know when they're going to come in handy. And then we're going to carry on with that L shape all the way along to the end there when we get to the end. So, and the other thing about having this is also because what I want to do is on this section here we're going to have the NSC logo and the Berringer in between, and the way out sign that will go there. Here along here there will be another layer of card where the rectangles are going to have this aperture, so you can then put seating and also some posters and things in there, and that will run all the way along the end of the actual platform. So that's where we're at currently. It doesn't look like much at the minute, but hopefully when we get there it will turn out to be, I've got a plan how it's going to look, and I think it's going to look really good when it's done. And then it will lead on to the next part of the ceiling project. Now before I go, this is the other end. As you can see, that will lead into the station, and it will come out and it will sweep across here. These are going to have to be readjusted. It does flip up at the moment, as you can see, and it does come out, but it will come out further out to go into that end. But currently I'm just sort of concentrating on that end, and then sort of working my way out and over across to where the main bit is going to be, the main extension. But before I go, I just wanted to show you also, this is also going to take, originally I said it was going to be for 2 car DMUs, but it actually will take a 4 vet, 4 sep, so it will take 4 coaches. So that's extended the length, so that's really cool. And one of the other things I wanted to point out is, I did say that inspiration comes in many forms, and watching some of your videos I've taken some inspiration, and one of the inspirations was this. One of my subscribers, I can't remember for the life of me who, and my apologies for not remembering, so I did want to make a specific shout out, had pointed me in the direction of these Christmas lights. And this is how it comes, like this, and basically you can pop the letters off and it's just white LEDs, and I just wanted to show you what they're like, because that's what I'm planning on using. As you can see, they're pretty bright, and obviously they just come in these little strips and you just pop them out, and it's all from Poundland, and it's literally, like I say, literally just £1. So I've bought 3 sections, bought 3 of these, one for the harbour section, one for this specific section, and then there's going to be one at the fiddle yard end. So they're going to be fitted. So I wanted to sort of, I don't know who it was, I can't remember for the life of me who it was, but like I said, thank you very much for pointing me in that direction, because that's going to come in really handy. And I'm going to love you and leave you. Thanks for watching, as always. Feel free to comment and subscribe, and like I said, look out for the end of year review, and also the fleet list, which will be coming, both will be coming very shortly. So take care, bye for now, and I'll speak to you soon.